Hey NFL fans, this is Gary Greene, longtime sports handicapper and professional sports bettor here in Las Vegas for the past 35 years. And this is your Gary Wins video, week number 13 in the NFL, your Sunday night NBC bailout game of the week. And it's the San Francisco 49ers traveling to Rich Stadium to take on the Buffalo Bills. The line for this game is the Bills -6, the total 44.5. Weather expected to be not too bad. In fact, around kickoff, around 43 degrees and wind very light. So that's good news for both quarterbacks. A lot of key injuries here for this one, though. For the Buffalo Bills, their star tight end Kincaid is out again. As for the 49ers, this has been a tough year for them, especially with key injuries. But they're going to be without their star heart and soul on the defensive side of the ball, Nick Bosa. So they lock his pass rush in this game now, and they're losing their heart and soul on the offensive line, one of the best left tackles in the history of the NFL, and Trent Williams. Also out, though, is their defensive tackle Elliott and another key piece, the cornerback Lenore. So some devastating injuries once again coming into the 49ers. They can't get out of their own way. Now, the good news is that it looks like Brock Purdy will start at quarterback, and they need him. The offense was just non-existent without him in the lineup, and that's usually the way it is for most teams. But you have two teams going kind of in opposite directions. You have the Bills at 9-2. They're 5-0 at home. They've won 6 straight games. And then you have the 49ers that are just 5-6. 2-3 on the road. The only good saving grace for this 49ers team is even though they're 5-6, any other year that would put you so far behind with this little amount of time to go, probably be impossible to catch up. They're one game out of first place in the division. So as bad as it's been, a win over Buffalo could catapult and change this team's entire outcome for the rest of the way. 6 weeks to go here, folks. Buckle up. It's going to be a fun ride. As for the Buffalo Bills, they will come in well-rested off the bye week, where the San Francisco 49ers will be coming limping in, not just by injuries, but last week the 49ers were on the field for 37 minutes, so they might end up having some tired legs late in this game. As for stats and why stats can be misleading a lot, if you just look at a team's offense or defensive ranking, sometimes you could get a wrong opinion. And for the Buffalo Bills, you would, because their offense is number 13 in the NFL and their defense is number 15. But the only thing that matters is scoring points, folks, scoring points. Buffalo, the third ranked offense in the league. The Bills defense, that's in scoring, and the Bills defense number 7 allowing points on scoring. So their scoring defense has been phenomenal as well. And the key part of this team is this Buffalo Bills team is plus 14 in the turnover category this year. That is outstanding. So, again, so far, everything that could go wrong for the 49ers this year has. And their super stud McCaffrey is back in the lineup, but he's got no touchdowns all year long, 0, which is just staggering because last year it seemed like every single game everybody was betting the prop he would get a touchdown, and he did. But this year, with him in the lineup, running the ball, this offense of the 49ers, this is what they're predicated on, 3.8 yards per carry. And bad luck, even worse, is the fact that the schedulers have not been kind to San Francisco either. This is going to be their 4th team that they're going to face off a bye week, coming in well-rested, and they're just 1-2 in those first 3. So a tough 4th one here for sure. Again, for the San Fran, no quarterback Purdy last week. They had only 11 first downs in the game. How bad was that? That's the lowest amount of first downs in a game that the head coach Shanahan was the head coach of this team. So they've hit rock bottom now. As far as the 49ers offense goes, they have only 3 offensive touchdowns this year outside the red zone. So big plays, completely non-existent this year. That's second worst, by the way. Again, I mentioned the tired legs. The third down part is really what's troubling for the 49ers. The last 2 weeks, 6 for 13 on third down allowed by the Seattle offense. 2 weeks ago, or last week, 6 for 13 against Green Bay. So in the past 2 weeks, they're allowing 12 for 26 on third down. That's just too high. That is keeping the defense on the field, and eventually they're they're busting. They're busting out. And now again, the cornerback Lenore out. Now they have Bosa out. No extra pass rush, which is much needed against Josh Allen. You can't give this kid a lot of time to pass, and he'll scramble around and make plays on you as it is. But we'll go through some good and bad with this Buffalo Bills team. First, we'll go to the bad because there hasn't been much. 6 straight games, winning streak, so everything's going flying for them. But quarterback Josh Allen had no interceptions the first 7 weeks, which was unbelievable for him especially. But he does have 5 interceptions the past 4 weeks. So if he can turn the ball over to that department on Sunday night, that could keep this 49ers team in the game. For the Bills, though, folks, the offense is just electric right now. It's a steam-rolling train, and I talk about this train rolling at full steam ahead a lot, and you don't want to get in front of it, but 30-plus points in 5 straight games, 30-plus points in every home game this year. The defense has basically been phenomenal. They forced at least 1 turnover in every single game this year. So both sides of the ball clicking on all cylinders for this Buffalo defense. And the good news for Buffalo is very possible they will get one of their heart and soul defensive guys, linebacker Milano, back finally for this game. And that would be a big boost to this defense that's been playing pretty well already. But we're going to end this video with a pick, not on the game, but on a prop. The prop record finally ended. We were 11-0, and we got a little greedy, but it was okay. We were having fun with it. We went with 2 props in the Lions game, and we split out. We had the over 100 yards rushing by the running back crew, and they got that easily. They had almost 90 in the end of the first quarter. But we did have the Lion running backs to rush for a touchdown. They did not do that thanks to the head coach who did not run the ball one time. 3 plays at the 1-yard line after they bulldozed their way running it to the 1, and then they passed it, and there was no rushing touchdown. That ended our streak. We came back the next game with a yes-no. Will they get a sack? Micah Parsons for the Cowboys game against the Giants, and he did get one. So we're 13-1 in our prop picks here on the videos this year. We'll try to make it 14-1 with this prop pick. Josh Allen has had multiple touchdown pass games this year, 6 times out of 11. That's solid. But he's rushed for a touchdown in 2 straight games. And with no Nick Bosa and a San Francisco pass rush now limited, I fully expect him to have a lot of extra time to pass. And when they're scrambling all around these receivers in the end zone, I expect that he's going to end up running a ball in for a touchdown. He's a beast. He knows how big this game is for the team. And this is a situation where you can get this. Will Josh Allen score a touchdown in this game and not throw for one, score one? So he would either have to run it or catch a pass, which is the way the crazy league is anymore. I could see it almost happening where they would cross, hand off and maybe have the guy throw it back across to him for a touchdown. So you have that opportunity. But it's basically saying to rush for a touchdown, and I say yes. I say Josh Allen will get a rushing touchdown in this game. And again, you get the bonus of a receiving one if, God forbid, he was able to pull that off. But it's plus 110. That'll be our prop pick for this game. And we hope that you enjoy this game. It's going to be a great one. And we hope that you check out all our Gary Wins videos. And be sure to check out another video that we have that's the NFL Week 13 top betting nuggets and trends for this Sunday in week number 13. It's going to be a great NFL Sunday. A lot of fantastic games, including the Eagles-Ravens. Wow, it does not get any better than that. So enjoy the NFL games, folks, and never bet what you cannot afford to lose. God bless and have a winning weekend.